Back to the podcast, everybody. Special edition late night tired episode because almost didn't make the we're not going to make the deadline, but almost didn't even do it or try. So
no attempt was
as
made.
you can see, probably minus 50% effort on this one because he's already laying down with a pillow behind him. So
I might narcoleptic fall asleep at some point.
Bodes well for the episode. If this one's 25 minutes, you'll know why. So let's get down and dirty.
Let's get right into it.
Trans people.
No, dude, what are you doing?
We gotta start clickbaiting our titles.
Yeah. I thought Robert Pattinson did 9/11 for pussy was clickbaity, but
Yeah, but it's obviously not real. No one's gonna click that and be like, "What?
He did?
When? Who? You're telling me the Batman did 9/11?
It was to save the city.
It was to save Gotham. We had to blow up New York City to save Gotham.
What a nightmare of a day.
Days.
Of 2 days.
Yeah, we've last weekend and the weekend before we've just been moving house, and that's fun. You almost killed us on the road.
I almost killed us because your brother kept yelling at me.
Well, I think actually now that I'm thinking, I think that's he only started like really yelling after you hit you slammed the brakes the first time, and then it got bad, where he just kept talking.
No, I was fine with him making the jokes after. The reason I slammed the brakes and didn't see the red light is because he was yelling about me not turning left.
All right, yeah, you guys were talking about directions.
He was talking about directions, and he kept telling me to turn left when there was a park to the left with no roads.
I think he was saying to the left. I don't think he was actually.
No, he was like, you should have turned left.
Oh, you should. Well, yeah, I don't think he was.
And I'm like, I
telling you to,
can't.
Right.
And he was like, there was a left back there. I was like, no, there wasn't.
Well, he's in the back.
And he kept telling me a certain road was a road that we passed.
Yeah.
And then 5 minutes later, we arrived at that road. And he was like, yeah, see?
Road. So yeah, we don't live there anymore, so we can talk about it. Yeah, that was fun.
Gray, I love you.
I don't. You're not coming on the show.
I don't do well when I'm being spoken
You're also
to.
like on 2 hours of sleep, which I heard that is actually more dangerous than drinking and driving.
Yeah, no.
It's like sleep deprivation. So that was fun. With all that being said, though, you did pretty well.
Apart from that moment.
And you
the
rear-ending somebody,
Yeah,
that was also...
Apart from those 2 moments, which were like back to back.
Yeah, they happened like right after each other.
Because, Jesus Christ, I was overwhelmed.
Yeah. Gray's just in the back like, fuck, I spilled my coffee. Hey, you got napkins? I spilled my coffee. Fuck. God damn it, Justin, you fucking retard. It's just like that for 15 minutes, and then he rear-ended somebody, and that kind of made him shut up. Because he just didn't know what happened.
Yeah.
Until afterward.
And then as soon as I rear-ended someone, I just stopped. Like, I stayed parked on the road, and I went, I need everyone to just stop. I know what
I was already quiet. Like, after we hit, so I thought we were going to get, like, the cops called on us or, like, AAA or something. I was
like, I know where I'm going. I just need silence until then.
Just my hands in my head. Yeah.
We spent so long.
Yeah, it was just a long
It's a
couple
shitty
days.
process.
Yeah.
The whole situation, and then driving all around for fucking hours the first day. The night before, we couldn't get into a storage unit. I was out there for 3 hours just chilling.
It was an unfortunate turn of events past couple days, but
So,
you know
yeah.
what? It happened, and it's over. You're
It's
officially not
finally-
getting evicted anymore.
It's finally over.
It
folks.
happened. You didn't pay rent for 3 years,
and I'm
somehow
totally fine.
you're scot-free. We all are. I mean, good for. I mean, I'm not complaining.
You want to beat the system? You talk to me.
Almost broke the couch. We would have fallen in the water.
You can't do. This is our.
I know this is our only.
hope.
Yeah.
Oop.
Not really. We established last episode there is a hole we can leave.
But I don't want to swim to it.
Yeah, I don't want to swim, and like, this is home now.
Yeah,
We don't leave.
I'm comfortable here.
We keep getting clothes dropped in for us by our
I think
friends.
they know we're here.
Yeah, they watched the show. They were worried at first, and then they just thought it was really funny. So they
So now they
Didn't
just
come
want
save
us to
us.
keep going.
Yeah.
I think they need to optimize the whole U-Haul renting situation.
yeah,
It's a fucking nightmare.
the process of getting a U-Haul isn't that bad. It's just the process of returning it is
terrible.
is annoying. You have to take like 15 different photos of the thing. You gotta drop off the keys in a separate location where you got them from. You gotta park it in a certain place depending on the time of day. It's just it is kind of a mess. It should just be like, all right, if you paid for it, you get the key, you get it, you drop it off, you bring the key back. That's it.
That's
You're done.
it. Granted, we do usually drop it off after they're closed.
Yeah, it's a little simpler when it's like 9:00, but
Yeah.
yeah, man, and they have to optimize getting those fucking annoying guys to not bother you. Like, yeah, move.
Oh,
Need
yeah.
strong man, move.
Get
No.
all the people waiting outside the U-Haul
Yeah.
station. Just
What is this? What, you want free work in America? Get lost. Get fucking lost.
and like they see, like one guy will see you say no, and then the next guys will just.
And next guy would be like,
What about me?
You like me better? You like the look of me? It's like a prostitute. It's like you don't like that one, but you want me?
I can move better.
I'm stronger. I've got better stats. If you look at my stat card, I've got like +3 strength while at low 30% health.
That dude's a 65 overall.
Yeah. Pitches 88 miles an hour. He can run 88 miles. Like he's fat. He's twice as fast as Usain Bolt.
That's something we figured out the other day.
Yeah, looking up how fast he actually is like frightening.
Yeah.
He can run up to 37 miles an hour.
That's
a human being can run that fast.
He's maxed out at 37.
Granted, only one human being has been able to do this. So it's not like all runners, but holy fuck.
But yeah.
We were talking about it. It's like, imagine just him passing by you on the street.
While you're going like the speed limit in your car.
Not even just walking. If you're just walking on the street and he's just running, it would be like a car passing you. It'd be like,
Yeah. You'd get like a wind. Like,
yeah. It's not like a horse. It's not like a horse trotting next to you.
Yeah.
It's fucking nuts.
I can't fathom it.
He runs faster than a dog. I guess that's not that impressive saying that. I can run faster than a dog.
Yeah.
But
I have run faster than a dog.
that's true, yeah. He's faster than a big dog.
A big
Like a
dog.
greyhound, like a dog track dog.
Yeah.
Those things go like 20 miles an hour or something. Or more, actually. Have you ever seen that? Have you ever been to like a horse race or dog race?
No.
I think dog racing is illegal now.
I think
But
so.
horse track, you ever been there?
No.
That's where you go to get back to your roots as a white man. I think it makes you.
That's where you go after you
you're on-
sign the divorce papers.
Well, that too. You can gamble, but like, like if you go to like the fun ones, like that's like a fair kind of the ones in like Pennsylvania or something. That's like that's you're going back to your like plantation kind of slave owning roots. You're walking on like a mud floor. You're eating like just a piece of meat on a stick, walking around. There's a Ferris wheel that sucks.
That sucks.
And then the horse that you
all the plantations with the Ferris wheels.
yeah. Yeah.
All the amusement park plantations.
Yeah, to burn some steam, get some steam. What's the phrase? What is it? Take a load off. That's one. That's not what I was trying to say. But anyway, my great aunt was the runner of like the supervisor of one of the horse tracks in Pennsylvania. She like ran the thing every year.
Thought we were still on the plantation.
No. Well, I mean, my family definitely were heads
some
of several plantations in their lives, but no, this one was just for horses, so we're good.
Good.
It's okay.
Good,
It's
you're good.
legal. Yeah, she would like organize it, and I'd get in for free. And I never. I don't remember seeing any horse races.
Did everything else.
I think
You're
we left before that.
like
happened.
eating a funnel cake. You're just
Yeah,
like
like, we
what's
saw-
going on?
Yeah, yeah. I was fat, so yeah. Was that?
I
Is that
guess
what that
so,
means?
Yeah.
No, I saw the horses. Like when you see them first walking around and you can bet on them. I did
Yeah.
that, but I never saw the race. Like the fun
thing.
part. Yeah, the point of being there.
The reason that you're there.
Yeah.
Speaking of you remembering things, you don't
I
remember
don't anymore.
anything.
Yeah.
There's not a single thing.
Well, there's a couple things.
It's like
But,
sometimes.
Small talk. That's when it shows up where
It's-
I repeat myself a lot or am confused as to what you're talking
Like I've
about.
always noticed it,
Yeah.
but it's never been drilled into my head more than sitting in a U-Haul with you
When you're
for
driving,
days.
yeah, because all we're doing is talking, so it's all you can focus on other than
It's
the road.
just like shitty small talk to not yell at traffic.
Yeah. It's like, hey, well, donut plant's there. Man, it sucks that they always close at like 2:00. Their donuts are really good though. He said to me, I've said that exact same phrase probably 5 times.
Every time
the
we've had a
past year,
U-Haul. Yeah.
past year or so.
Yeah, like every single time we pass it.
Yeah.
And then not only did he not remember saying that, but he goes, "We've never passed this donut plant."
The one of two
The
in
only
the city.
on the road going back to drop off the U-Haul.
Yeah.
We've never been.
We've never been. What the fuck are you? And then I always say like, "Oh, do you think I can get out?"
He's like,
Nah, it's too crowded.
you think we could park over here? No, I think there's too much going on.
Nah, it's probably closed anyway.
It's probably we're sorry.
It's a Monday.
It's the same thing
Yeah, I do that.
over all the time.
I think it's also a side effect of hanging out with my grandparents a lot too, because they don't remember anything I say. So like I can just like repeat myself to make the same small talk over and over again.
It's just
Hey, did you know that the Mets aren't doing that bad this year, huh?
oh, would you look at that?
Oh, look at that, they won.
Oh,
Wasn't that game 4 weeks ago? No, that happened.
no,
That just happened. What do you mean?
no.
Or like they talk about like dog walking. They're like, "Oh, what's that? The name of the service you walk for again?" I'm like, "WAG." They're like, "Oh, how is that?" I've had that same conversation like 14 times. I think.
It's good.
It's good, They're a little neglectful of their staff, and they're not really on your side. But you know what? In terms of a dog walking app that's easy to use, I guess that's the best one. Because Rover sucks dick.
So terrible.
Yeah, I've said that probably the exact same thing to my grandmother
Rover sucks dick.
Not yeah. Rover can suck my taint, Grandma.
Yeah.
God, that place sucks my cock. Ugh. This sandwich is delicious, by the way. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
She does. She makes very good sandwiches. Grandparents make good sandwiches. I don't know what it is. Something about it. The wisdom of 95-year-old hands putting together a perfect collage of meats and cheeses. It comes from experience, I think.
Yeah.
The years and years of making my granddad his lunch.
Yeah, like 40 years of the
Yeah.
same thing every day.
Yeah, and she was working too. It's not like she was a stay-at-home mom or anything. She was still making him lunch every day, and I think it's rubbed off. It shows.
She would make him lunch and then rub him off every day.
Rub him off every day before work, and she had to go to work too, so that was a little awkward. She'd have my granddad's jizz on her face, and then have to
Jesus Christ.
face four-year-olds all day. Imagine. That would be kind of weird, wouldn't it? Like if you're like a preschool teacher, and you're like
covered in cum.
no, you have like a morning like quickie with like whoever, and then you have to
And
like
then you go see children.
you have to go face a bunch of kids
Yeah.
all day. Talk like this is how you spell dog. D. Like I don't know how. Like I don't know. I don't think my brain could switch off that fast. I think I'd have to like give myself a couple hours.
Come in
to,
late
like,
to work.
Yeah, to just like get into the mindset of teaching children.
Yeah.
Because then they say like, "This is really sticky." You're just like, yeah, it is. You're fucking suspended. Shut up.
You're expelled.
I have the power of the principal.
I was talking about this the other day. Speaking of like being expelled, I was.
Okay.
You ever hear of like an in-house expulsion?
Expulsion is being expelled is like getting kicked out of the school,
Yeah.
like forever.
No, not forever.
Yeah. You're
It's
talking about
just-
suspension?
No, an expelled is like. Sometimes it can last just like a semester.
I won't argue with it, but whoever's editing this, look it up.
I'm pretty sure you can be expelled.
But
just for
I get what you're saying. There's in-house
anyways.
expulsion. What does that mean?
So, I was a stupid kid, and I peeled like the wax off of the gym floor,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go on.
and
I want to interrupt.
I got what they called. It was called case.
Yeah.
And with this, I was talking about the other day, and I didn't realize how fucked up this was.
Case.
Well, I knew it was fucked up, but I didn't realize the extent of how weird this is.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Okay. So let's let's tell the story. So you were a kid. You were at gym class.
that is the whole story. I peeled wax off the gym floor. That's the whole.
Oh, really? That's all that happened.
That I just peeled some wax off the gym floor. My principal was there.
What you said? Well, I think you've told me this story before. You peeled a lot of it off, didn't you? No.
It was like a 3x3 circle.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
Yeah. It was
All
pretty
right.
funny though, because my principal was like standing there and he was like saying something he was giving some announcement, and
Yeah.
he looks over at me. I'm sitting there just not focused at all, peeling the wax, and he looks over. He goes,
What are you doing, Mister?
and he tried. First off, he tried telling my mom that cost the school $10,000.
Right. Well, because they have to do the whole gym now.
They don't. And my mom was like, "Shut the fuck up."
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
Good job, Mom.
So he was gonna suspend me, and they decided to put me in case instead.
Okay.
Case was like our school's solitary confinement.
Uh-huh.
So it was a small 4x8 room
Yeah.
with 3 desks and like a chalkboard.
Right. And they would just give you work all day.
And my entire school day
Yeah.
was spent in that 4x8 room.
Yeah.
And they would like bring us our lunch.
Right.
We couldn't go outside at all. I think
Mhm.
there was a bathroom like in the room, like had a door obviously, but I think there was a bathroom in
Really?
there connected.
It just stunk like shit. Little boy feces.
They would bring our work down from our teachers.
Yeah.
It was just solitary confinement for
the reason
whole
why
school day.
I asked if it's expulsion because, like, when I was suspended, that's the same thing that happened to me. It wasn't called case, but it was like, yeah, it was just me in this example, but yeah, I was just in like a room by myself doing work with a teacher in it, and I had to do that for like 2 weeks. But I was just suspended. So if they said that you were expelled, I think that they just used the
Probably
wrong term. Anyway, whatever.
But
yeah, it is pretty. That's pretty horrible.
like, and this was in middle school.
Yeah. That also happened to me in middle school.
Like, what the fuck are we doing? Like,
well, yeah, it's kind of like the upgraded timeout corner.
yeah, like
Some for 10 minutes. It's 15 hours.
it's your entire day,
whatever.
every day for like weeks.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you did peel the wax off the floor.
I did peel the wax off the
So,
floor.
You should have got the fucking chair if I'm
Their
being
fucking
honest.
$10-15 fix.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't. They're a school. They have extra cans of like the sealer. It's not like they they don't have supplies. It would literally take 2 minutes to get a fucking paintbrush and
Yeah. Teachers always do that though. When something happens, they kind of exaggerate to make the punishment suit the crime.
the same guy
Because they don't want the parents getting upset and be like, well, what the fuck? You didn't even do anything. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you say, like, it's going to cost the school $10,000, even though your mom didn't buy it, it's still, like,
Yeah.
they kind of have to dress it up a little bit. Like, I one time dumped, this is way worse than what you did. So maybe the punishment was fitting, but I dumped, like, a whole bottle of hand sanitizer in some kid's bag as a joke. It was a small bottle. It was like that big. It was like one of the travel size. Yeah, it wasn't like a big one, but yeah, not even dumped it. I just opened it and then put it in his bag, right?
Okay.
So I was like, oh, he's going to reach in later and like, fuck it, it's going to be wet, dude. And this kid was a binder kid. So like all of his work was just in the same big fat binder.
I was that kid.
Yeah. So, and his binder was one of the, like, it wasn't like the nice ones that had like a zipper. It was one of like the regular ones. So when I did that, all of his work got like ruined for the whole day, including like his homework and I think even like a test score he got back that day. Yeah, like the worst case scenario for this guy.
Everything.
And this kid was a fucking like kiss ass, like, you know, he got very good grades and cared a lot about his education at 12 years old. I guess we all should have. I didn't. Whatever. So yeah, that happened. We did this in computer class. And I thought since it was like computer class, I thought he was going to open his bag like later in the day. Because after this class, we had lunch. So he definitely wasn't going to go in his bag then. But for some fucking reason, we were packing up to leave. Or about to. And he goes in his bag for something. I'm like, oh, fuck.
Shit.
Fuck. It's supposed to be like a slow burn kind of thing. It's not supposed to happen right now. And he looks at his bag and he feels around and he feels that it's wet. And almost immediately starts crying. Like sobbing. Like having a full-on panic attack. Like, oh, all my work is gone and I can't take the test because I have to study. And, ooh. like, freaking out. Like, he was my friend, so it wasn't like I was just a bully. Like, we were fucking with each other the whole day. And then all of a sudden, I just, like, seemed like I killed his fucking mom. Like, it was insane. And then obviously the teacher, this guy was really cool and relaxed because it's computer class. You're not really teaching. But obviously he notices. He's like, hey, what's going on over there? And the kid just doesn't even like respond to anybody. He's just sort of like shaking and freaking out. So the teacher has to come over and like talk to him, and I'm just dreading. I'm like, oh yeah, they're gonna do something. Fuck. God.
How'd they find out it was you though?
Damn it. Because I think my other friend who was with me like told on me. Because the teacher was like, "Who? Do you know who did this?" He was questioning everybody. My friend was a pussy and buckled under pressure.
That's fucked up.
So yeah, I got suspended for that. I had to like buy the kid like new paper for his binder. Like that was part of the deal of my suspension. I was like supposed to replace whatever was damaged.
Like that makes less sense of a suspension.
I don't know. This kid really hammed it on. Like he was acting like 9/11 happened again. We gotta stop. Stop that. But it honestly, like, it was kind of like a disaster. Yeah. Like there was a tornado in Haiti again, or whatever the fuck.
Whatever the fuck happened over there, I don't know.
Turkey.
Turkey. Oh.
And then I had this
dude, not cats.
It was funny. We had this like weird interaction in the hallway. He was coming from the office I was getting suspended at, and I was going to it. So we crossed paths. And I tried to like crack a joke with. Yeah, basically, I was like, I said something to him, like I kind of cracked a joke, not at his expense, just like I don't know what I said. And yeah, he did almost he just. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, just like holding back tears still. I'm like, what the? Come on, it was paper.
Yeah,
like
I can't.
Fuck. But yeah, I got like 2 weeks suspension for that. No, I never had it that bad. Like 1 week suspension, which is still like too much for
that.
Ruining some kids like days worth of work. I mean, like maybe there are notes in there. I don't fucking know, dude. And I saw like a photo later on, like because like I got in trouble again, and they were like looking through my file. They took a photo of what I did, and like I saw what the damage was, dude. The fucking just the top of it was a little wet. It's hand sanitizer. It's alcohol. It dries in like 15 minutes.
They don't like
his shit was fine.
That's all I was thinking about the whole time. I'm
Whatever.
like. Just don't touch anything and it'll just dry.
Yeah.
Just don't.
I mean, I guess we had like half a days of school left, so we'd have to open it at some point. So maybe some of it got damaged. I don't know. School's stupid.
Fuck school.
Fuck school. School's the worst. Were you a bad kid? I don't think I've ever asked you that.
Was I a bad
in
kid?
School? Like I know you got in trouble for like writing 69. Oh shit. Censor that. You got in trouble for writing the.
I've been suspended a couple times.
Yeah. You're a pretty smart kid, so it's not like grades were, well, not till later.
No, even as a kid, grades were fucky.
Really?
Not early on, like elementary school, I did fine.
Mm-hmm.
Middle school, yeah, grades were.
We did have like undiagnosed autism, so I guess that
Yeah.
probably seeped in.
I just couldn't fucking, like, I didn't care about anything. And also, I was like, I was always like either absent or late.
Okay.
And that
even when you were younger?
Yeah, no, because if I just asked my mom to stay home, she'd be like, okay. And also because the whole second half, I think, of middle school, we were in Staten Island going to Brooklyn.
Right.
Every morning.
Oh, yes. So she's like, oh, thank God. My kid doesn't even want to go today.
It would take like 2 hours to get to school, and I had to be there like 8.
Yeah.
It sucked ass.
It does suck. That trip sucks balls.
It really sucks. So yeah, I missed a lot of days from that, and I was late a lot of days from that.
Wait, you're serious? Your mom would just like say yes anytime that you wanted to?
Yeah,
that's bad. That's a piece of shit, mom.
Yeah, like no, like she'll like
you're like 8 years old. Yeah, my tummy what? You're like, sure.
Yeah, pretty much. Even in
go ahead.
Even in elementary school, actually, if I just didn't want to go.
Really?
Yeah, like
I had to fucking twist my mom. I had to twist my mom into a pretzel to stay home. I had to really twist her arm to even get like a half day. I mean, just going in late or something.
An hour.
I really had to like put on like, oh fuck,
Yeah.
oh my head and like my stomach and like, oh, like something's wrong.
I think I'm dying.
Something's not right.
I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Yeah. And then she'd be like, all right, you can go in at 12. I'm like, what? What the fuck?
I have 107 fever.
And like, in what we would do, we would just go to the doctor the whole day, so I couldn't even stay home.
Yeah.
And then she'd be like, all right, you're fine. Go back to school. Like, fuck. Sometimes I caught her on good days where she couldn't get out of work, so she'd be like, okay, just fucking, that was later, because you couldn't leave elementary school by yourself. Like in middle school and high school. Although middle school, I just like, that was in 8th grade. That's when I just stopped going to school by myself. I would just like ride the trains for the whole day. Just 6 to 8 hours a day of just, I don't even know what I was doing. Like I had a 3DS, I guess. And I guess I just do that forever until I had to leave.
Like 9 hours?
Or like listen to music. I would do this multiple days in a row. Just for some reason in my brain, I was like, this is better than not.
This is
school.
fun, yeah.
Like school sucks.
See, I never did that. I always, if I
I
cut.
didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, like if I cut, I always did something instead.
I didn't ever. Like I only got off the train if I had to use the bathroom.
Granted, I never did that until
you were like a teenager. So
I was like senior in high school.
Yeah, I was doing this when I was like 12 years old.
Actually, no, before that too, but rarely before that. And then like senior year is when I really started not showing up.
I think about it now, and like, yeah, it was such a weird concept for everyone to just understand that this kid hated school so much that I wouldn't even change trains. I would just stay
wait
on
at the last stop.
yeah, like
until it
the
goes
Q
back.
or the B, and I would just take that back and forth. I would go like to the Bronx, back to like Brighton or Coney Island, and then I'd like, if that Q wasn't going back, I'd like hop on the B that was on the other side, and then I would just take that to Queens or whatever the fuck, and then take it back. And I would measure out my days and how many train cycles I would take. So like, okay, it takes 2 hours to take the Q like back and forth one time, right? So I could take the Q twice and then another train twice, and then that's my day. And then some days when I couldn't take it anymore, I would be like, okay, I'll lie and say there was a half day today, so I'll have to take the train twice, back and forth.
That's insane. That's actually insane.
Anything to avoid school. I don't know why. Like I guess in middle school I wasn't really bullied that much anymore. Like that was more elementary school thing. I think it was just like I hated everything about it, and I guess there was like other personal stuff happening too that a therapist would be like, "Oh, I see."
Oh.
But yeah, and like when I finally got caught, I got caught in the weirdest way too. Like I wouldn't have ever gotten caught until they called my house. But what happened was I was on the train and like I was on the queue. I was in the city somewhere. And one of my mom's friends happens to get on the train right on my car and sits right next to me and doesn't even realize until after she's getting off, she looks back. She's like, "Sailor?" And then the doors close. I'm just like, no. Yeah. Just, no.
Don't do it. Don't tell her.
And then she called my mom and she was like, "I saw your kid on the train at like 59th Street."
Your 13-year-olds.
Yeah, does he go to school in the city or something? What's going on?
What's
She's
happening?
like, "No."
No, he doesn't.
At that point, everyone's like blowing up my phone, and I'm like, "Oh, fucking all right." And then my brother finally calls me. That's how I knew it was extra bad because Gray never called me ever. And it was more civil than you'd think. He was just like, "Hey man, like where are you? Where are you, buddy? What's happening? Where are you going?" I was like, "I'm just riding the train. I'm coming back. Like I'm going Brooklyn bound though, so I'll be like the neighborhood in like 30 minutes or something. He's like, all right, yeah, get off when you get there.
Yeah, do that now.
I will meet you. Okay. I was like, all right.
Okay.
And then I did the whole parent thing happened. I took like a drug test and got yelled at and had the, tearful eyed talk of, what's wrong? Just what is wrong with you? Yeah. How did we? Oh yeah, we're talking about like suspensions and stuff.
Yeah.
Surprisingly enough, though, I didn't even get punished in school for how much school I missed. I missed like months. Well, not like a month, like 30 days of school, plus like holidays and time off and shit.
Like you
so,
barely went there.
yeah, like, and I still graduated. I had terrible grades. I wasn't passing half my classes, I think. And I wasn't passing the important ones. And I got off, and then not a great way to start high school.
Yeah,
in a kid's brain of like, oh, you don't have to do this shit, and they'll just let you off, whatever. Wasn't the case.
There's like 180 days of school, right? That's the thing, 180.
There's 104 days. There's 100. It's only 180. I guess 'cause we don't go weekends, and
Not including
there's holidays.
I think it's 180.
So I missed like an eighth.
My record was sometime in, I think, elementary or middle school. I think it was elementary school.
Yeah,
I was absent 80 days.
that's insane.
Yeah.
That's like half the time almost. Like every other day, you're like, "Can I stay home?" Your mom was like, "Sure."
Yeah. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Can I get a school day the Aki way, please?
That's 10 days away from half of the school year. Yeah.
That's fucking insane.
I was absent like 80 days.
That's like illegal. The fucking CPS could have come to your house and like taken you away.
Yeah.
For that, you're like, I think you're not supposed, as legally in New York City, you're not supposed to miss more than like 40 days, I think, out of the school year. That isn't like a holiday. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, there's a required amount of school your kid needs to go to.
And I still passed.
That was happening like elementary school.
Yeah.
Right? So
it was it was
grades didn't really matter unless you were like special needs.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's insane. I even when I was, maybe in high school when I was just not going, maybe I hit 80 one year, but like, again, I was a bad kid. Like, you were just asking.
Yeah.
That's fucking nuts.
I mean, it wasn't always just asking.
Yeah.
I'd say like 75% I was like faking sick.
Right. Well, yeah, you also had like some health issues when you were a kid,
yeah, that too. A lot of it was actually like excused, like doctor stuff.
Yeah. I guess that makes it a little more reasonable, but still.
It's like, sorry, my 7-year-old son can't come to school today. He's getting an EKG.
Yeah, his heart is gonna explode.
His heart stopped for 6 minutes.
He was dead for 6 minutes today. Sorry, he couldn't go to fucking math today. Oh, we're doing our 2 times tables? Ugh.
I tell you, when we were driving, when I was driving by myself to the storage unit, I people were being idiots and I switched lanes. I checked my fucking watch and I think my heart rate was 114.
I feel like, that sounds like a lot, but I wouldn't be surprised that's most people's heart rates
while driving,
because that shit is stressful.
It's all I did was
that's not great.
Shift lanes and it was boom 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 boom.
You know, in Ring Fit Adventure, there's a specific. It measures your heart rate, and there's a specific screen that I saw it on Twitter. There's a protocol for if someone's having a heart attack while playing the game. The game stops dead in its tracks and is like, "Bing! Your heart rate is way too high. You're having a heart attack. Put down the game, call 911, and try to remain calm."
What the
Someone
fuck?
should get to you soon. I swear to God. Really weird. I guess it makes sense because it's a fitness thing. So
Yeah.
I mean, and it measures your heart rate. Like I think like the music is synced or whatever. Like, I guess it makes sense. But yeah, holy shit, I never even thought about that. Like, how scary would that be if like you didn't even know you were just like playing the game, you know, like
You're
having
having
fun,
a heart attack.
and the thing just stops. That would freak me out already because
Yeah.
like that never happens in video. Like it doesn't just take away control from you like that. And then yeah, it's just telling you, hey, you're gonna die.
Yeah.
Stop. Like
Stop.
you have to stop playing this game right the fuck now, or you will die. In a nicer way, but essentially that's what it's telling you.
Yeah,
Like, holy fuck.
That, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
sorry I've been snarling into the fucking microphone. I'm a little sick. I think all that dust from the apartment, like, really...
Just murdered you.
Yeah, there's just so much shit in my nose. Like roach dust and poison
Yeah.
and regular dust in my nose.
And that you were in that apartment while I was like waiting out in the U-Haul for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
And now we've swapped places. I'm with the asbestos and
Yeah. I'm at home taking a nap. Hey, I told you, baby, don't do that. Don't do the floor. I know you kind of have to.
money.
Should have just told her, like, you know what?
$10,000.
Yeah, should have told the lady you're working for. You know what?
Empty your bank account.
I don't want to tell you what asbestos is, so I'm just gonna give you a price, and you're gonna pay that. Don't ask what it is. You'll know when you need to know. Just go all Italian.
Yeah.
Italian name. You'll know when you need to know. All right, relax. But Tone, like, come on, I need to do it.
Also, you're gonna pay the hospital bills.
I'll cover all bills.
You're gonna have to pay the hospital
Hey,
bills.
Carl, you didn't record pie yet. I'm working, Tony. Shut up.
That's all The Sopranos is in my head.
Just that.
Mm-hmm. Bad impressions and shit they never said to each other.
Yeah. I make my own script.
I make my own script in The Sopranos.
I watched that whole show muted.
Yeah.
I just pretend.
I did the voices.
Yeah.
I don't even know what Tony Soprano sounds like.
Just all improv in your head.
I inferred it all in my brain,
Nah.
and I got the plot exactly.
What a smart man.
What a shitty ending. Yeah, it's fun. Like, I really like that show, but I can't remember like specific lines a lot of the time. Like I can't even name you something
Because you can't remember anything.
can't remember anything. But I
Yeah.
also, especially really long TV shows,
Yeah.
where it's all kind of samey in terms of what they're talking about and like what's happening. Like, yeah, I can't. Actually, the one thing I do remember is from the first episode. It's Tony's son, and they're talking, and Tony's like, "Grandma's in the hospital," and Tony's son is like, "Oh, what? So no fucking pasta or whatever the fuck? What? What? No fucking ziti?" He's like 10 years old.
You're not gonna cook up the stromboli tonight?
What? No fucking ziti? That's what he says, because it's his birthday.
Mm.
And I remember that making me laugh really hard, and then knowing like this show's gonna be good. I think
This is gonna be a fun time.
there'll be some weird stuff with talking fish heads, but you know what? It's gonna be good. Like I remember like plot points and like what happens. Just in terms of the script, I'm just lost. I couldn't name you anything. Well, I can do all of the other things people say, like take it easy, okay.
Yeah.
Whoa, 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 hey. What's this guy fucking fat? You say that. I'll have to
Can
censor.
you?
Yeah. Actually, no. We have to censor that now. You know what I'm talking about The Sopranos. You know what I said. Cracker. That's what I said.
Yeah, you want a cracker?
Hey, you want a cracker? Is your socks? No, I thought your socks had pickles.
Pickles. I can see how.
Like from this side, it looks like the peas cut off.
Yeah.
On the bottom, it kind of looks like pickles.
They're dickies, bro.
Yeah, I have dickies.
They're covered in paint and possibly asbestos.
And asbestos. I think I'm gonna pass that. My throat hurts. I think I'm dehydrated. I drink a lot of water lately. Yeah, I did nothing today. It felt nice. I just sat on the couch and watched. I watched like 4 movies, like back to back. I just watched 4 separate movies. It's pretty fun. I watched Spring Breakers.
You did.
God, that movie's.
I remember watching that.
It's so bad. It is like.
Yeah, it's.
It is if the director played like an hour of like GTA 5 and was like, "This is cool," and then,
holy shit,
and then just made a movie about like
it's
one of the characters. Like honestly, if you said like, you know how there's a lot of TV shows about video games now or like movies. It's like, from the world of GTA comes Spring Breakers.
Yeah.
I would believe it. Like
Yeah.
it is so ridiculous,
it's impressively bad.
and James Franco is, oh boy, is he amazingly terrible in this movie. It is so weird. All the characters don't make sense. It's kind of pretty sometimes. Like the color palette's kind of nice at points.
Yeah.
A lot of it's fucking obnoxious. Like these weird, like slow frame rate shots and weird smearing, like Photoshop effect. Like someone like looked at a 30-minute long tutorial about like effects in
did all of
Photoshop,
them.
and yeah, just fucking hit enter on all of them. And yeah, like at the end, you're just like, what the fuck am I even supposed to take
like
from
what,
this
what
at
do
all?
I gauge from that?
Like after James Franco dies, like why do they kill everybody at the end? I thought the whole driving force of the plot was him. Why are these girls still like why? Why did they murder Gucci Mane at the end? Because they established in the beginning that they are horrible, violent monsters, I guess, that even before that's the weirdest thing. Even before they met James Franco, they robbed like a restaurant full of people and threatened to murder everybody. Like I feel like it could work if all of them were kind of like Selena Gomez's character of like, oh, they were all like, you know, part of the same Bible group, and then they're getting turned by this character.
Yeah, no, but they.
But before, like they established, like, oh no, they're already shitty people.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna watch shitty people doing shitty things for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
That's it.
Selena Gomez's character, I guess, is the main character, and even though she leaves halfway through the movie,
Yeah.
but I guess she's like the through line because she's the innocent one that's like, you know, kind of smarter than everybody else. But then, yeah, she leaves like 45 minutes in, and then the rest of the movie is just these 4 absolute pieces of garbage just being that for a while. And I don't know if the movie's trying to say this is cool or this is bad. Because it's not like James Franco is really holding these women hostage.
No.
But it also doesn't seem like they really like him either. It's kind of weird. I mean, at the end, they like kiss him on the lips after he died, after they murder everybody. I don't know. It was baffling. It was weird.
Yeah.
There it is. Weird. We have to have like a button or like a fucking. You have to yell at me every time I say it.
Yeah.
Say weird, unless it's warranted. But yeah, it is bizarre. See, I use that. I use a synonym.
I feel like you say bizarre more than weird.
Really? I catch myself saying weird all the time. 'Cause I say it a lot. Maybe I say bizarre too a lot too. I mean, I just don't register it in my brain. Anyway, yeah, that movie is confusing, and I don't know what you're supposed to get out of it.
No good.
No good. Yeah, it's purely meant for like 12 and 13-year-olds to see some titties in like the theaters, because there's just stretches of the movie that's just like Girls Gone Wild footage with like a shitty like overcooked filter over it.
Yeah.
And it's just tits and like pouring beer over tits and like oh boy. I don't think I saw it until then. I'm like, okay, I understand why this movie got
Yeah.
so much shit.
I get it now.
Yeah. I watched that. What else did I watch? Fuck, that was like the most like memorable. Oh, I watched House Bunny,
Oh yeah, you did
which
say
we've
that.
already talked about, so pretty recently. I won't say it, but I'll just say not as good as I remember. When I was 9. You know, stuff changes when you turn into a grown man.
Yeah.
But also not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be horrendous, and it
no,
wasn't.
it's not the worst.
It's just not very good.
Yeah.
I watched some weird. I don't know.
We're talking about today, right?
Yeah.
You don't remember the things that you watched today.
Yeah. Because I think I just binge a lot of things. That's why I don't remember anything. Like I'll binge a video game, I won't remember like half of it because I think it's just too much information in my brain. Same thing with like TV shows. But again, I'll remember events, just not specifics. Like I'll get the general gist of everything. Am I boring you? But yeah, I don't remember half the stuff I did today.
I remember my entire day front to back.
See, that's the thing. We're kind of complete opposites. You're like hyper autistic, so
Yeah.
you have everything in your brain like a Rolodex.
Yeah.
And my brain, I would kind of compare to pieces of corn in a sea of shit and sludge, and the corn is like key moments of my life. Just, you know, kind of sloshing around in there.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
Mm.
Isn't it weird that your your body can't digest corn properly?
Yeah, it is strange considering.
And that's the only thing that our body can't do that with. Like people eat like rocks and like aluminum and shit and like ashes.
Yeah, and it's like.
But for
okay.
some reason, corn is like, no, shit, fuck. What are we gonna do?
It has to do with something about the sugars that make up the skin on the corn that protect it from the acids.
I guess that makes sense because popcorn doesn't. You don't see popcorn in your shit.
Yeah.
Just regular like kernel corn.
It's the skin on the little beads.
I didn't know that. Thank you for
no
giving me that fun
problem.
information.
That's why even when you like when you chew corn, like the skin doesn't really break. You just kind of smush it out of the little skin pocket.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I've never really noticed when I eat or pay attention.
You wouldn't. I think only fucking autistic people would. But yeah, like when you chew corn, like it kind of just slips out of this little like bag.
Okay.
It's like a little like
It's like you're shoplifting.
like a film bag on the outside of
Okay.
kind of like sausage, like how it has that like
Got it.
you know
Mm-hmm.
the casing.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that,
Okay.
you know.
Were you the kid that have like sea monkeys? You ever had sea monkeys?
I had so many sea monkeys. Dude, I fucking loved sea monkeys. On multiple occasions, I've had sea monkeys. I begged my mom for sea monkeys.
You begged. Please, I just need these sea monkeys, Mom, please.
What's wrong with sea monkeys? I like looking at them with the little microscope. What is it? Magnifying glass.
I don't even have to say anything. Just that was evidence enough.
I had my own microscope.
Yeah, the sea monkeys aren't actually sea monkeys. they're shrimp. I know. I didn't know that either.
No, I knew that. But I do remember being a kid and looking at them and being,
Yeah, what the fuck? I mean, it's a cool concept.
yeah.
Like, oh yeah, you just have this packet of eggs, and then you just put it in water, and then you just see a life be born.
Yeah.
Lives, just like a whole ecosystem emerges.
Like a million of them.
And then dies in like a week because it's
Yeah.
trapped in like a small container of water. But it is cool. It's cool to see. I never had them. I always wanted them because my mom used to talk about it. She's like, oh, yeah, you ever see monkeys? I'm like, no, Mom, I'm 11. I don't have money. And she was like, we should get you some.
Would get them for me.
Yeah, you would buy them for me in this context, mother. But no, I have not.
I haven't had that.
Nope. Yeah, I always wanted them, but then I don't think we could find them. I think that was too old for me. I'm a 2000s kid, so I was around during 9/11. God damn it, fuck.
We can't
Escape 9/11. I never forget 9/11. So you know what's good that we keep bringing it up because the world will never forget.
Never forget. And we won't forget so much so that my 19-year-old cousin, someone who wasn't born when 9/11 happened, has a 9/11 sleeve, like a tattoo sleeve.
Oh yeah. We have to find a photo. We'll blur out his face.
But we
have to find a photo of this fucking tattoo.
He was not born when 9/11 happened.
Those are the funniest people
and
that weren't even around.
And I know what you're gonna say based on that, but no one in our family was a firefighter or a cop.
Absolutely not. No one was.
There was no association. No one died.
None of them were even around.
No one died. No one helped.
Everyone was sitting comfortably in Staten Island, just sipping on like fucking coffee or whatever, and just watching it on the news. Like,
and my cousin has it's like a whole forearm sleeve of.
That is so funny.
9/11.
Doesn't your cousin work in like the union now too?
Not the same one that has the sleeve.
Oh, okay. Well, that's the guy who would work in like a laborer's union.
Yeah.
Never forget.
Never forget. You don't remember.
You weren't even there. You don't even have any. Yeah, I won't get whatever. I'm not gonna get mad.
It's insane,
but it is very funny. Cause like imagine 30 years down the line, right? You still have it. It's a tattoo, right? It doesn't go away.
Yeah.
And he's already so separated from it. What do you even say about it at that point?
Yeah, I just
it's been like half a decade, even more. It's like, oh yeah, that 9/11
thing. Wanted to support New York.
I just wanted to show everybody that I am from here because it's a cool place to be from.
The Empire State Building was so played out.
Fuck, like I'm so glad the Freedom Tower was erected.
I'm erect.
I'm erected right now by freedom. I just think about our freedom in this country, and I'm like, fuck, that's awesome.
Look at how well we spend our time with it.
Yeah. Look at what soldiers are sacrificing their lives for in bullshit wars.
It's all right here, baby.
It's so we can make a stupid podcast about 9/11. When some of those guys probably did have family in that building that burned and got smushed and crushed and got cancer from.
Gooped and gacked.
You ever see Flubber?
I love Flubber.
It was like that in there.
It looked like Flubber.
It was like a big thing of Flubber flying around, killing people.
That's what took down the towers.
Yeah, it was an alien.
Green goo.
Green alien. Yeah, it is kind of funny to think about. Like, there are literally people putting their lives on the line for no reason either. Like, we're fighting bullshit wars that don't matter or shouldn't have happened. And these people are throwing down their lives, they think, for us.
Yeah.
In the name of the American dream, so we can do this. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
I think you're doing a stupid thing, and I don't think you should be in the military, but you are. So thanks. I think the military should purely source members now from like people from like jail or in prison, homeless people, orphans. I feel like we should.
I was gonna say orphans.
We should be doing more of that. Oh, there's another guest.
Look who swam over.
Why aren't you wet?
Parce que c'est un ensemble.
Oh.
Oh, okay. I see. I understand.
Got it.
But yeah, like I feel like we should purely source people just from. I mean, we already kind of do, I guess, but by like, infiltrating like high schools and putting like stands in front of
Like
the school,
brainwashing children.
Yeah, or like promising them like a car.
Dude, like 6 months ago, I was considering signing up for them. I was like,
Dude, you get a
Dodge Challenger?
Dodge Challenger for 4 years for like 8 terms, dude.
No one's waiting for me.
Such a good deal.
What a
Such
good
a good
deal.
deal, dude. What if I just work in the library for 4 years?
No, but when we were in the height of like the eviction stuff, I was like, all right, I'm gonna go into the military, and my sign-off agreement is gonna be they cover the eviction. I was like, I'll sacrifice myself for this
I will throw down my life
to get out
just
of
so I don't
this
have to
debt.
deal with this stupid apartment any longer.
Yeah.
Please. But yeah, like we should purely source these people from just so we lose all the time. Throw a bunch of like schizophrenic homeless people out there. Actually, we'd probably win more because they don't give a fuck. They think they think they're shooting at like aliens and demons and shit.
No,
so
they're like invincible.
they'll know what they're doing is right.
Yeah. Speaking of schizophrenic, we had that.
I am.
I was recently diagnosed.
Recently
No.
diagnosed, and he is not here. This is all my dream.
We were walking home after we dropped off the U-Haul,
Yeah.
and you like,
Yes.
and you like looked at me, and you're like, "Wake up!" And I had this vision.
No, I kept like saying, like drilling in your ear, this is not real.
This is not real. Wake up.
This is not real. Wake up. You are not real. Because I know you're running off of like 3 hours of sleep. Already delirious.
I had this vision where like it wasn't real, and I opened my eyes and I woke up, and we were still like on the highway in the U-Haul, but we were like going 120 miles an hour, and the whole time you were screaming, "Stop!" I like snap back awake.
Like trees and shit are just flying by. Ah!
Like perfectly swerving around everyone.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that would be so funny, dude. What if that was real?
Dude, imagine.
No, that is very funny. It's like you see that video of that guy who was like literally going 120 miles an hour in his car. He was just like, he was like a thirst trap or something. There's just shit like. His hands aren't even on the wheel. Yeah, I think about that sometimes. Of like, yeah, what if I just wake up one day? I'm just like a sniveling retard, just like in the corner of like an insane asylum. Just. I used to think about that as a kid a lot. I was like, this isn't real.
This isn't happening.
This is not reality. I don't know why I was thinking like shit would have been, probably was.
Should have could have would have been.
Should
Probably
could have
was.
would have penis. Should have could have would have put my penis in your ass.
It's like a Fergie line.
Yeah.
Nope.
Half the people who know us probably don't even know who like Fergie is. Oh yeah, remember Will I Am? The Black Eyed Peas?
What a stupid band name.
What a stupid band name. What a stupid group of people.
Yeah.
Made just kind of bad music all around.
I like the music.
Every time I turn around, I'm around. I am fucking gay. I like to have gay sex. That was the line, right? Yeah, you think it's good, and then you realize Will I Am is just William with a period between the last two letters, and you're like, oh, Fuck me.
Oh man, I loved Will.i.am in X-Men Origins Wolverine.
I was just gonna bring that up. I was like, but he was in that really good movie one time. You know what? Props.
Props to him.
How
I watched that movie again recently.
was it?
Not as bad as
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, it's not like the worst movie I've ever seen.
Like every time I think about it, I ham it up. I'm like, that's fucking terrible.
Yeah,
But then I watch it. I'm like, okay, it's not.
it's really it really wasn't, especially with the shit that was coming out around that time. Like,
Yeah,
it
it
wasn't
wasn't.
that out of place. I mean, it was probably one of the worst movies that came
It's
out.
really terrible. Like it's really not good.
Like it's not but it's
But it's not like.
like I think the Daredevil movie is worse.
Yeah.
I think like the Elektra movie is worse. I think,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
like I don't know. It's
You
it's
see that light at the end of the tunnel? That's not God. That's the C train.
I think of that scene where he's fighting Gambit in the alley, and then the like fire escape ladder comes down. It's just like a cartoon. He's just like cutting it into pieces while it's falling down. Yeah, like it's just disappearing.
Yeah, it's just.
He's like a blender.
I told you when that movie came out, I got like a cheap like $5 like bootleg DVD copy where
Yes,
none of the textures were finished.
I was gonna say that's the better version of the movie. It's probably it's online everywhere. We also got like a bootleg copy of half of like the CGI scenes were unfinished.
It was
so
all
the
just
scene-
gray, like
So the scene where Wolverine gets like run over by the car, like he gets run over, and then it's just like a T-pose model like flying in the back of the car, and then it cuts to him on the floor. It's really fun.
yeah, it's so good.
It is. It's probably the better version of the movie, ironically.
I saw that, and I was a kid when I saw that. I was like,
Yeah, it was like your first exposure to like how movies are made. You're like, wait,
I think that's the reason
that's not real.
I am the way I am today. I think that is like defined.
Sorry.
I think that is like defined some part of my personality.
Probably.
It's like seeing unfinished movie.
Although you were like 14 when that came out, so I feel like
Was I?
yeah, it came
Wasn't
out
it like 2007?
it was like 2012. Yeah. Or like maybe 2010. So maybe you're like 11.
Huh. I thought it was like 2006, 2007.
Mm-mm. That's when X-Men 3 came out. Last Stand. That movie's pretty bad too. Again,
Yeah.
not as bad though as people say it is. That's the one where Xavier dies.
Yeah.
He gets blown up. And there's that scene of him. He blows up. That was cool. It is kind of fun to think about how that movie kind of changed the whole trajectory of the series, because they found out when they wanted to make more movies, they're like, fuck, wait, we killed Xavier.
Yeah. Why the fuck do we do that?
Where do we even go from here? So they were just like, all right, let's make movies about when he was a young man.
Yeah.
Before he was bald.
And then
Turn him into a cool British guy.
we're gonna retcon everything.
Yeah, then we're going to change all of it, but also all of it still happened. Just in an alternate timeline in Days of
Yeah.
Future Past. I didn't even see like Dark Phoenix, like the last one that came out, Dark Phoenix.
I didn't either.
Apparently it was not so good. Yeah, it's funny how they had to. That series is so confusing. Now I think X-Men is purely owned by Marvel, so
Yeah.
I think they're gonna start phasing in X-Men. I don't care. I really have fallen off of the whole superhero movie thing,
Yeah.
which sucks because I used to be excited about those. But you
Yeah,
know
I
what?
can't anymore. I can't.
But I think this new age of these Spider-Man movies and newer Marvel movies, they don't hide that anymore.
Yeah.
Because like the first Iron Man movie was still trying to be like a movie, you know. Fucking what's his face directed it? What's his name? I forget his name a lot.
Jon
Jon
Favreau.
Favreau directed it when he wasn't a hack. You know, people, you could say that was the start of it, but still, you know, like it was a movie. Same thing with like the old Spider-Man movies. Same thing with, I don't know, what was a good one?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great still, but I don't know. They were still trying to be something. People like the Thor Ragnarok.
I haven't seen a single Thor movie.
It's okay. The new Thor movie fucking sucks. And most of the Thor movies suck ass. But Ragnarok was okay. It was all right for a Marvel movie. Oh, people like Captain America Winter Soldier. People like that one.
I can't stand Captain America.
I
Just
hate-
as a character.
I hate America.
I hate America. No, I don't know. I don't find his character appealing at all. And the first movie, like, put me to sleep.
Yeah, the first one's bad, but Winter Soldier, the second one, is pretty good.
It's better. It's definitely better.
And Civil War is okay.
Yeah. But it's not even like a full Captain America movie. I mean, it is.
It
but
kind of they forced it to be one because it revolves now around
Yeah.
the Winter Soldier instead of what it revolved around the comics. Yeah,
But yeah, that first movie, Jesus Christ, I can't.
yeah, it's
I
pretty.
can't get through it. I've seen it.
The
but-
Nazis are using blue beams.
I fucking can't sit through it.
The Nazis found the Tesseract and now they have giant laser guns.
Oh no!
And we're gonna get a guy with a shield to fucking punch him a bunch.
I can't stand.
And then this guy has a red skull at the end. For
I
whatever
prefer Hawkeye over fucking Captain America. Like, I hate Captain America.
reason. You should watch the Hawkeye show then.
And I'm good.
That show's awesome.
I won't be doing that, but
But
Captain America is definitely my least favorite.
no.
Okay.
You know what's weird? Is that they never made a standalone like Hulk movie. With Mark the
Okay.
new
Yeah,
Hulk.
okay,
I know
yeah.
they made Hulk movie.
I was like, what are you
With the new
talking-
one, with the one we're using now.
Yeah, with Mark.
There was
Ruffalo, yeah.
never like his own movie.
Because they all just fucking bombed.
Well,
Well, they didn't bomb.
the
But they
Ang
were,
Lee one, I don't think did well. The first Hulk
Yeah.
movie, because it was like a weird, tried to be like an art film,
yeah.
but also a comic book movie. That one's pretty interesting, actually. Like, it's not a good movie, but it's fun to watch.
That's the thing. It's just none of them are good.
I think the Edward Norton one is okay.
I liked it, but
It's got some fun action scenes in it.
Yeah.
And Edward Norton isn't like a bad actor, obviously.
Well, yeah.
He's not very good in that movie, but he's a competent actor, so he never made it worse.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's some fun action in it. It's kind of boring, especially in the beginning. It takes a while for the first Hulk scene to happen. But yeah, then after that one, they're just like, no,
We're done.
Hulk is done. For
He's
his own
retired.
movies. He's sectioned off into Thor movies now
Yeah.
because he's in the third one a lot. Yeah, everything you liked as a kid is suck now, and you won't like it anymore.
Yeah.
Even happened to Batman.
We're getting old.
My beautiful baby Batman. He had a pretty good track record for movies, and then is kind of fucking shot itself in the head.
Something
In my ass. Mm. I couldn't believe the first time that song showed up in the movie, in the Batman that we're talking about. I was like, okay, this is kind of neat. I don't know. It kind of fits the theme. And then the fourth time it happened,
I still haven't seen.
I was like, you haven't?
No.
You haven't seen the Batman?
No.
Oh, dude. It's a waste of time.
I have no interest.
It's 3 hours
and I'm tired
long.
of people telling me it's good.
Again, it's like fine for a movie.
And if I gotta hear it one more time, oh, Paul Dano as the Riddler is so good.
People say that.
Yes.
It's like the worst part of the movie.
I know.
You're not gonna get away with this. Ooh. It was that scene is jarring. I don't know if you've seen the clip of it or
Yeah,
whatever,
I
but
have,
it is
yeah.
like they turned the Riddler into like an incel, which could have worked, I guess, but Paul Dano really hammed it up when
Yeah.
he should not have at all.
No, all the clips I've seen of the Riddler, I'm like, I can't believe people enjoyed this.
Yeah, like he's fine when he has the mask on.
Yeah.
Before that scene happened, when that happened, I was like, oh my God. I was confused in the theater. I was like, what am I supposed? Is anyone laughing? Are people taking this
Yeah,
serious?
it's just a joke.
I don't want to be rude, but like I had to hold it. I was like, what? People only like that movie because Robert Pattinson's in it.
That has to be the only reason.
I think it is, because he's kind of like, no, I wouldn't even say he's not. He's not the saving grace of that movie. He's okay, but he doesn't.
Sure, he's fine.
He doesn't do anything amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, what's kind of cool is that he's in the mask for like 80% of the movie,
Yeah.
which is pretty neat. And he's actually in the suit most of the time. It's not just like a stunt double. So that's cool. But yeah, in terms of his performance, it's not better than Christian Bale. It's not. I don't even think it's even better than like Ben Affleck. Although I'm in the minority with that. A lot of people don't like Ben Affleck as Batman.
I didn't mind him. I don't think he's better than Christian Bale.
Oh yeah, remember him? And he was, what was his fucking name? Deadeye.
Yeah. I never miss.
I never miss. Killing people with like toothpicks and
Yeah.
forks. Can't believe that movie is real. The blind fight scene between him and Elektra in like the alley is one of the funniest things I've ever seen. She's like, "You're pretty good, huh?" Huh. Huh. He's like blind. He's not even looking at her. He's just like, "You're pretty good yourself." He's like whacking her with the stick. It's like a comedy. I guess. I mean, the music in that scene kind of implies it's supposed to be silly, but fuck. Or the basketball scene in Catwoman. That one's really good
Oh,
too.
Jesus Christ.
Holy fuck.
I forget Catwoman happened.
That movie's awesome.
Jesus Christ.
Catwoman turns into Catwoman because a cat burps in her mouth and comes back alive. That's literally how she becomes the Catwoman. Is a magic cat breathes into her and she comes back to. You couldn't write a lazier origin story for anything. She literally she washes up on a beach. Why are cats on a beach? It's not a dog. There's a bunch of cats just roll
Why
up.
are there cats on this beach?
They just run on top of her. They're like, and just breath comes out of them. Literal life force just falls out of them into her.
It's so bad. It's so
And then the
bad.
next scene, the lady's like, "How's this catch your eye?" And she throws her like catnip, and she's like, rubbing her face on it. It's like, this movie's amazing.
Ugh.
This movie's so good. I kind of want superhero movies to go back to that at this point. I want them to get awful again, but in a cool way. Now they're just bad.
Yeah.
There's just nothing redeeming about them at all.
There's no substance to them at all.
No. Kind of like this show.
Kind of like where we've headed after an hour and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna be curious to see if any of this is usable.
I think most of it.
Yeah, but we're only talking about stuff that happened like a really long time ago.
Yeah. That's fine.
Oh, fuck.
You don't know when this was uploaded. Don't check.
Don't check. Once a week, baby.
Once a week we're here.
We won't promise what day we'll be on.
One of the days of the week we will upload.
We'll aim for Wednesday, but,
But don't be surprised if it's not Wednesday.
don't look in the bottom left to see when this was uploaded. You don't know.
It was on Wednesday.
It was on Wednesday. The upload took a while, I promise.
Yeah. Oh, my
We
my power cut out.
we rendered these at 8K, so it takes 14 hours for it to upload to YouTube at 3060p. You had to wait another 14 for the full res version.
Yeah.
They don't even have AK videos on YouTube yet. All right, I guess.
See you guys next week.
If you can do us a favor.
Down in that corner.
Wait,